So, picture a scene. You're 13 years old, 14 years old, in 1984. You've had your rally burner. You've had your ultra burner, your team burner, your mag burner, your tough burner. Your brother might have had a chopper. Your sister had a little budgie, yeah? And you wanted something else. The mountain bikes were approaching. Burners were dying out in the mid-80s, 85, 86. Raleigh introduced the mountain bike, and I was that kid. At 16 in high school, that went from 0 gears on the burner to 18 Shimano SIS index gears on the Raleigh Lizard. I managed to find from the chap who sold me that grifter, Mark 1 grifter. You'd have seen that yesterday. If not, check it out today. He sold me, again, his childhood family bike, Raleigh Lizard. Sat a long time, nothing wrong with it, just needs really, really good clean, and I am very, very excited to get my sponge out and a bit of turtle wax in some hot water and get this little thing, well, not little thing, this big thing for a 16-year-old, yeah? Let's get this thing cleaned up. So we just saw there some images of a lizard and some really cool little additions with the graphics telling you what it's got. They were generally the bike to have when you're 16. Now bear in mind you had a rally burner with only 1 gear, and suddenly you go down to the bike shop on a Saturday afternoon with your mum and dad and you pick up a lizard in the back of the old Ford Orion or the Ford Sierra. My parents had a Ford Sierra back in the 80s. Loved that car. Parents loved it, and it was a car to have. A Lizard, a Sierra, Cavalier, cracking times. Anyway, right, so we got a little cloth out, we got some hot water and a bit of a bit of wax, soapy wax, and we're gonna give it a little tidy up. Nothing too special. I'm not stripping it down, not taking the forks out or the bottom bracket or the gears out, or just giving it a little tidy up, get some of that surface dust off it, and then we'll crack on in a little while with cleaning up the chrome. I've ordered some new auto sole, but it's not turned up yet. That should be here in a couple of days. But in the meantime, I've got some chrome cleaner and a couple of old cloths, and we'll crack on with the chrome work on it. Just given now, as you see, The V-brakes, a bit of a wipe down, and the wheels, and then in a minute we'll crack on now with the back. So I don't know if a back mudguard is original. I don't know if it's come with 2 mudguards and one's missing, or it came with no mudguards and one's been fitted at a later date, which I'll explain later on in the video. But yeah, I love this bike, really do. It, like I said, I had one when I was 16 at high school. It was my first mountain bike, and this thing went everywhere. It went along the same pavements and the same common and the same staircases up and down little alleyways like the burner did, but I gave my Lizard proper abuse. I don't think it lasted long. I think my parents scrapped it down a local tip. But yeah, I loved it. And we're now just looking at the headset. That's pretty clean. The top locking nut is good. Giving it a little wipe down with that wet cloth, like I said. And then we'll crack on with some chrome cleaner later on. Just now assessing the underside, getting the dirt off. It's had a pretty easy life, I reckon. The brake blocks aren't particularly worn. The pedals aren't particularly worn. It's had a pleasant life. It's not been over abused. There's a bit of an issue with gear 1 and gear 2. But once I've chucked some fresh WD-40 or some oil on those gears, it should fix itself. But yeah, some of you guys might find this interesting. I know a lot of the burner people had Lizards back in the day, so bringing back a little bit of nostalgia for some of you lot, and nice to see a Lizard on the channel. I doubt I'll have another one. It'll be the only video of this Lizard, but ultimately I'm pleased to have it. Giving it a little clean up, as I said. The crank arm there and the pedals looking nice. Looking nice. Those wheels haven't turned for a long time, but we're now looking at the wheels now turning. Brakes all work. Back brake stops on the pin. Front brake is super clean and working well. Lovely. So with the paintwork looking much brighter, the usual battle scars from back in the day, I think they brought over, well they did, Raleigh did reintroduce the R-nut seat clamp on the Lizard. That'll come up nice. Bit of tape round there, we'll get rid of that. But get the famous drill brush out, the controversial drill brush on this seat tube, and give that a little clean up. I'm not over worried about making it perfect. It's a Survivor retro, I believe, 1986 Raleigh Lizard. We'll get some chrome cleaner on here, give the old Shimano Tawny derailleur a tidy up with a cloth and some chrome cleaner. Give a cog and the cassette. For some reason this is called a cassette. Don't ask me why, no idea. Give that a fresh oil, chain nut oil. It's not getting stripped, doesn't need to. We'll keep the original bearings and the bearing grease, keep its originality. Same headset. Lovely heron badge on the front. Look at that, lovely. And then obviously the top nut is good. We'll get some chrome cleaning around that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to get this one done. One video on this today, one video only. It will get sold. I've got no need for it. It's a bit of nostalgia, but I don't really want to keep it because, well, I might change my mind once it's done, but ultimately it'll be for sale, like most things are at some point in life. We'll get the drill brush on here, give that a little bit of a tidy up. I've got my soft cloth down there for the chrome. I've got some chrome cleaner. I'm waiting for some auto sole in a post, but I've got some chrome cleaner. We'll give it a little clean up down here and see what it looks like. And it works as well, so we'll give it a spin and see what it rides like. And I think it'll ride just like I remember from 1986. Let's do it. Now, someone commented on a previous video about the drill brush. Don't use drill brush on the chrome. I tend, well, and I like to use a drill brush for the stub on, ground on really bad surface rust. Once I've eaten into that rust, then I will happily, and I will use Autosol and a cloth. But I find the drill brush so useful. If I see the drill brush eating too deep into the chrome, then I'll stop using it. But they are useful things to have. But ultimately, to give chrome a really good clean up, wire wool from like B&M or Home Bargains, and then Autosol, and then a polishing cloth. But yeah, no harm in using a drill brush. I welcome all comments, constructive. I learn from comments. So yeah, keep comments coming, and then we can work with them, and we can all learn. I can learn, you can learn, I can make mistakes, you learn from my mistakes, I learn also from my own mistakes. Let's crack on. And just out of sight now, there's a bit of old tape around the seat post. I'm now going to remove that tape, which leaves a really clean, shiny seat post with the rust around it. There's the tape now coming off. There it is now, being removed. I can now clean up that seat post and then bring that seat post back to life with a drill brush and some cloth and some chrome cleaner. So that's the tape that was on there. Look, that's been there a long time, that tape. So that seat post in theory should look just like that. Right, let's get it done. I'm really excited still about this bike. Absolutely love it. Proper nostalgia. The days of a Ford Sierra, my dad had a Sierra Sapphire and a Cavalier back in the day. And many people now watching my age, late 40s, would remember their father or their mother having a Sierra and Ford Orion, a Sapphire gear, Granada. They might have had a Renault 21, I don't know, Saab. Anyway, let's crack on, get this thing finished. So there we have it. Apologise for some noise earlier in the video. You might have heard some sort of car alarm going off. I don't know what the hell's going on out there. It sounds like Beirut. Yeah, I've checked that window. The car's still there. No one's stolen my Aston Martin. I'm fine. Anyway, the Lizard, yeah, love it. I could have spent more time cleaning it up, but I don't want to sit here for an hour and a half doing it, and you don't watch half-hour time lapse, do you? So I've done a little bit of a clean, but yeah, nice results. They were hard, you know. People used to nick these orange water bottle carriers. They're quite rare, so that's nice to find one with that. I don't know if it originally came from factory with 2 mud guards or no mud guards. 2 mud guards being, at some point, the front one's been stolen or fallen off or kicked off as a kid. You used to sit down a precinct, didn't you, with your left foot, kicking the mud guard. Yeah, that might have fallen off, or the back one was never meant to be, and that's been fitted at some point. But anyway, it's a survivor, and it's staying as a survivor. At some point, probably off camera, it will be off camera, I'll come out here with some Brasso, some Autosol, give it a really good clean up, get the back wheel off. But ultimately, this video is about showing you what can be salvaged from people's sheds. Go on Marketplace, see something you like, make a polite conversation with a chap or chapess. That gains up some trust, and then you can get in that place and have a little look about. That sun again, getting on my wick. see what else I got. And ultimately, he had a lizard. Love it. It rides lovely. I just took it down the road there. I didn't film it. But yeah, rides lovely. Stops. The gear 1 and gear 2 are a bit controversial on the top cassette, but it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, love it. So second video of this week. There should be another video tomorrow or Thursday, and then on the weekend I'll do my big reveal of my project I've been keeping stum for about, I'll say 4 months. Yeah, I purchased it in October, so what's that, 3 months? October, November, December, January, 4 months. Yeah, I've been slowly gaining parts for it as well. So yeah, massive project. I'll be learning a lot from that, making a lot of mistakes, but ultimately I only learn from mistakes. I want to pick up on a couple of comments. I've got a chap, ever such a nice bloke. He comments, Captain Dangerous. Thankfully, no Captain Dangerous antics were made in the making of this video, apart from a drill brush. But what's worse that can happen there? I might get a little splint in my finger, but I can live with that. But yeah, ultimately, I welcome all your comments. Keep them clean. I'll answer as many as I can. Some get held, but ultimately, if I see them, I'll do my best to answer them and have a little conversation with you guys on the text, on the messages. And yeah, I love bringing this nostalgia back. I love it. There's not a lot of content on the lizard on YouTube. A couple of videos, but no great detail. But yeah, ultimately, when I get that grifter done up, oh, massive news on the grifter, Mark 1 grifter. Went on the forums last night. When I found out that it was a Raleigh Wildcat seat, someone mentioned Wildcat seat, went straight on Facebook forums, generally not making it up, someone was giving away for free 4 Raleigh grifter seats. I was straight in on the messages, private message. I didn't know they were for free at first. I thought they were just, you know, selling them. I didn't put down a price. A chap got 2. I've sold him some bits previously. He's building about 4 grifters and some choppers. One's gone somewhere else, and this gentleman, very kindly, ever such a nice chap, he's given me a seat for the grifter. So that grifter now has, well, it will be soon in the post, a Mark 1 grifter seat. It's got a front wheel coming. All I've got to do is move around the handlebars and get the forks out, and then put new thimbles in, and obviously bearings, and then get it cleaned up and done. Big reveal went out, big reveal. I'm looking forward to getting that grifter done, getting it out with my lizard and the other scrap. Right, I will catch you later on the next one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Remember, hit that like if you're new, hit that subscribe if you're new and you haven't done already, and leave a comment. I love to read your comments. Bye bye.